I call this meeting of the Monticello City Council to order. Would you please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance? Please remain standing as Rodney Burst leads us in prayer. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father, thank you so much for bringing us together to discuss and make decisions for the city. We ask you to be with our mayor as he's healing up from his knee surgery. We thank you and praise you for this day. Amen.
Amen.
Mayor Stoner is absent tonight. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion for nomination of an alderman to serve as mayor pro tem.
Right.
Mr. Tom Reed.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Good evening, everyone. Can we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Reed,
Here.
Mr. Woodham,
Here.
Mr. Carey,
Here.
Ms. Lively. Here. Ms. Hume. Here. Mr. Burris.
Here.
Mr. Broderick.
Here.
Mr. Kuhn.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. First order of business this evening, public participation, in-person participation. This is an opportunity for the public to comment to the presiding officer. Those wishing to speak are required to sign in prior to commencement of the meeting and must address council from the seat and table provided. The public comments must comply with ordinance 2014-02 and be limited to 5 minutes or less. Chief, nobody? Okay, thank you. Remote participation. This is an opportunity for the public to provide comment to the presiding officer. The public comments must comply with ordinance 2014-02 and be limited to 5 minutes or less. At this time, members of the public are able to attend public meetings by web conference and to submit public comment by email, voicemail, or through web conference. Maura, anybody? Thank you. Next order, consent agenda. Considering the claims report dated September 23rd, 2025 through October 14th, 2025. City council meeting, or excuse me, minute meetings, city council meetings minutes of, September 8th, 2025, city council meeting minutes of September 22nd, 2025, planning and zoning board meetings, August 18th, 2025, historic preservation commission meetings, April 1, 2025. The annual hotel motel report for 2024, the permit report for September of 2025, the police report for 2025, and the fire report for September. We have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
roll call, please.
Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Woodham,
Yes.
Mr. Carey,
Yes.
Ms. Lively.
Yes.
Ms. Hume.
Yes.
Mr. Burris.
Yes.
Mr. Broderick.
Yes.
Mr. Kuhn.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Mayor's report here? Anything?
No.
Nothing? Okay, thank you. New business, no old business. New business is mayoral appointments. Monticello Fire and Rescue Department firefighters, David Alder and Andrew Feeler. Would you like to stand up, please? Thank you very much. Do we need to?
For a minute.
Do we need to have a motion to approve them?
Oh,
Okay, so a motion to approve these gentlemen. Second, please.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Woodham,
Yes.
Mr. Carey,
Yes.
Ms. Lively.
Yes.
Ms. Hume.
Yes.
Mr. Burris.
Yes.
Mr. Broderick.
Yes.
Mr. Kuhn.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Chief, just quickly, how close are you now to full staff?
We're at 19, we're staffed at 23. This would be 19.
They take you to 19, okay.
Still need more.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Again, appreciate it. Next order is resolution 2025-68, a resolution for a change order to pave and construct other infrastructure improvements in municipal parking lot D, the subway parking lot, in the city of Monticello, Pike County, Illinois. Is this Jim, Terry, who's speaking?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Council. Resolution 2025-68 is a resolution for a change order to pave and construct other infrastructure improvements at municipal parking lot D, subway parking lot in the city of Monticello, Pike County, Illinois. The attached resolution and its presented forms request accepting a change order from A&R Services for $200,000 to furnish and install materials for our subway parking lot pavement and infrastructure improvements. We plan on doing the work this year, and we have the ability to simply issue a change order to A&R to accomplish it as part of the existing contract for this type of work that we had with A&R Services for Maine, William, and Independence. The work proposed is TIF eligible, in which the council budgeted $1,055,714 for the 2025 year. Recommend the city council discuss and approve this resolution 2025-68 for a change order to pave and construct other infrastructure improvements, municipal parking lot D, the subway parking lot in the city of Monticello, Pike County, Illinois, at today's meeting, October 14, 2025.
Question for you.
Yes.
And the benefit, is there a benefit to doing it this way versus, is there,
Yes.
could you explain?
They're already here. They already had the contract. The unit pricing was actually less than what we thought it was going to be initially. So it just made sense to forego any bidding and issue a change order.
Okay.
Saves us the time, and the time is of an essence for this one, but also we know the price.
Thank you for the clarification.
So the change order doesn't mean it's going up.
No, it's just, what it is we're increasing the unit prices we already agreed to. So this pile of money that we budgeted for subway parking lot will be used for just subway parking lot by way of a change order for A&R Services. All it does is forego the whole bid letting, evaluation of bid, award the contract, get the contract documents together, do it. We've already done all that front end stuff. So this is just adding the work to the end. I believe it saves money.
And basically you're saying is because they're already here, they, like you said, they did in Independence and Maine.
And what, yes,
So I mean, they're here.
they're here.
Okay.
We've issued them a contract. They were a successful low bidder. It's good for us.
So the 1 million, that's for all the TIF eligible projects, not specifically for this one.
No, yeah, we had a bunch of money in there.
Okay.
I didn't add it in here, but I did want to add that we are putting in some future infrastructure for EV cars. That is part of their work, that they're going to install the lines and then hopefully later have a ability to put one of those in. I did get a quote on it, but it was astronomical. So we're going to have to regroup. But subway parking lot will be done. The mayor assured me I wouldn't be sitting here next year if this was not done.
Not specifically on this one, but the dumpsters, is that all?
That's all part of this infrastructure.
For this-
improvement. Yep.
Okay.
And we're building a quite nice, that's like your front yard, right? Like everybody drives into town, they see that. So we're building a pretty nice,
Make it private.
yeah, it's going to be private. It's going to be brick faced. It's going to look just like the base of the chamber sign that's out there. We're mimicking that.
And it'll add spaces, because I know that was a concern people brought last week, and this should help alleviate parking spaces.
Yeah, it only adds a total of 2 spaces because we're taking 2 away for the parking lot, but now you don't have dumpsters all over the place that you're gonna gain.
Everybody good? You need a motion then to approve this, please. Would somebody move? Would like to move? 2025-68. And a second? Eric already, sorry.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Woodham?
Yes.
Mr. Carey?
Yes.
Ms. Lively?
Yes.
Ms. Yoon?
Yes.
Mr. Burrs?
Yes.
Mr. Broderick?
Yes.
Mr. Kuhn?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2025-69, an ordinance amending title is at 7, Chapter 72, the City of Monticello Code of Ordinances concerning parking violations appeals process. Chief, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. Obviously, with some of our parking ordinances, city council advised we needed to have an administrative process in place to contest parking citations. Our city council attached ordinance that you have in front of you. It is recommended that city council discuss and approve ordinance 2025-69, amending chapter 72 of the city of Monticello Code of Ordinances.
Do I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Memo 2025-69, second.
Second.
Discussion, questions, comments? None, roll call, please.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Woodham?
Yes.
Mr. Carey?
Yes.
Ms. Lively?
Yes.
Ms. Hume?
Yes.
Mr. Burris?
Yes.
Mr. Broderick?
Yes.
Mr. Coon?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Ordinance 2025-70, an ordinance adopting supplement 27 to the Code of Ordinances for the city of Monticello, Illinois.
It's
Just an ordinance that adopts supplement 27.
Conference will now be
formally
recorded.
incorporates all the ordinances that made administrative changes to the Code of Ordinances, formally accepts them into the code book. So you've already approved all the ordinances. They're attached as Exhibit A to the ordinance in case you forgot what they are or really want to know. It's just a housekeeping item.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve ordinance 2025-70?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
roll call, please.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Woodham? Mr. Carey?
Yes.
Ms. Lively?
Yes.
Ms. Hume?
Yes.
Mr. Burris? Mr. Broderick?
Yes.
Mr. Coon?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2025-71, an ordinance amending 11, Chapter 111 of the Monticello City Code of Ordinance concerning liquor licenses, 102 East Lafayette Street. Callie, is this you again?
Yep, that's me again. Mr. Reed, Andy Owens, who owns KB Community Cafe and the former Steeple Coffee House, has had several requests for private rentals and along with that, the ability to serve alcohol. And so she is requesting a Class B liquor license, which would just be a pour license for consumption on site. Don't worry, she has no plans for gaming. And this ordinance would create an additional to the 9 we already have.
You. Could I have a motion to approve ordinance 2025-71?
Can I ask, and you said it's just for like events?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has the ability if she wanted to do a wine bar or something, but at this point, her request is just centered around this. We don't differentiate between the two.
And I'm glad you said there was no gaming. Motion.
Motion. Thank you. Second,
Second.
roll call.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Woodham?
Yes.
Mr. Carey?
Yes.
Ms. Lively?
Yes.
Ms. Hume?
Yes.
Mr. Burris?
No.
Mr. Broderick?
Yes.
Mr. Coon?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Alderman's report. Elaine, you have anything this evening?
None tonight.
Okay. Rodney?
Oh, no, not tonight. Great night.
Eric?
I do, but again, it's going to be something I have to send to Terry. So
Okay. Mike?
Nothing tonight.
Ryan?
I have been seeing the progress posted at O'Brien Park, and it continues to blow my mind how fast they move and how nice it looks. So that's all.
It is. It was amazing to drive by the other day and see light poles, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I take a second look. I'm like, they've already got poles up. Yeah.
Yeah. Surprised, I guess. I wasn't expecting it. Cole?
No, sir, nothing.
Andrea?
Okay, so I got two things. First of all, scuttlebutt over the golf carts over Bridge Street. Something that I have been approached about, and also the speed limit signs past the middle school. I think I said something about that 2 weeks ago.
I was wrong.
What's that?
I was wrong.
I know, it's okay. But just wondering, are we going to get a 40-mile-an-hour sign coming into town?
That is going to be up to, since that's a county road at that point, it's going to be up to
Right.
the county highway engineer.
Who do we talk to about the golf carts over Bridge Street? Because like, all I say is speed limit change. So, and then they see the sign after the bridge if you're going towards the interstate that no carts beyond that.
Why was the sign moved?
Because golf carts are now allowed to cross Bridge Street.
But I guess what I don't understand is why can they cross that when they can't drive or won't drive the speed limit?
Well, they can go,
That's where I start to
they
get,
can go up to 35.
they can? I've not seen evidence of that.
I mean, they're
Ever.
capable of going up to 30. But the thing is, when I was approached by this, I was like, okay, I understand, because all it's going to take is one person having an accident. Their kid's going to get thrown out. There's no seat belts. And then we will be revisiting this because it's inevitable. And those spaces are not allowed for a car and or a golf cart to drive on the road or off the side of the road, which I have seen. And I don't know. I guess when we made that decision to change the speed limit, I was not, even though it came up, I was not envisioning that golf carts would be driving across the bridge.
So a couple of things, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chief, but slow-moving vehicles, the city passed an ordinance allows slow-moving vehicles to travel on roads posted 35 miles an hour or less, except for State Route 105, which is not our jurisdiction. So when the council passed that ordinance, and I don't remember when it was, a few years ago.
The golf cart ordinance?
Yeah, the slow moving vehicle ordinance.
11 years.
11, okay, a few. So, and then we had, so anything 35 or less, slow moving vehicles can travel. And then when we had discussion only at the city council meeting, the consensus, and this, I don't have the date of that meeting, the consensus of that, from that meeting was, and Chief mentioned it during the meeting, because we talked about at least 2 different legs, if not 4 different legs coming in and out of town. That golf slow moving vehicles would be allowed on Bridge Street, and we would have to revisit that if that were to become an issue.
My correction, it was over 10 years ago, April of 2015. And I can tell you what's reported to us, we've had 0 accidents with them.
So,
We've had more accidents with people driving vehicles, obviously, than we have or UTVs.
so I think at this point, and I don't know. I want to say this first. I travel that intersection of Railroad and Foothill and Bridge Street. That's one of the best speed adjustments that I've seen anywhere. Having vehicles do 35 in both directions. Because one was doing 45 or 50 and one was doing 35. It is a much safer intersection right now. I'm there multiple times every day. If we were to just move the 45, 35 conundrum from Railroad and Foothill to Fissler and County Farm Road, you would have that conundrum there. So it was our suggestion, and what I feel is best practice. That's why we pushed 45 west of Old Route 47. So now everybody should be doing on these intersection roads 35-ish. Now, if the council wants to bring something to a resolution ordinance, 2 aldermen can request it be put on the agenda. Now, I don't know what the issue is or who's saying what, but I don't know if it warrants that right now. I don't know, but that's 2 aldermen can request it and vote on it.
I think the big misconception of the community was that the reason we moved the speed limit sign was for golf carts.
No.
That is not the case. It's true. It was an unintended consequence of moving the speed limit.
Yeah.
Speed limit was moved to address traffic concerns at County Farm Road, at Fissler, and at the Foothill subdivisions. That was it. I mean, that's why it was presented to us. That's what we voted on. Golf carts were allowed the minute the speed limit changed because we had no language to limit them. We only had the language to allow them. And I remember we did address it at that meeting and we had discussed, well, do we want to approve it? Do we not want to approve it? And I think the consent, what I walked away was the language is going to allow it. Let's evaluate it and move forward from that if we decide that they are a hindrance and all that stuff. I would say this, I have a golf cart. I will never go out that direction. I know people who do come in from that direction. They're very appreciative of it. They enjoy being able to get into town and utilize the golf cart. And I would argue that getting stuck behind a golf cart is less of an issue, given the fact that you can pass on Bridge Street, because it is a hashed line. You can pass safely, but you can't pass a combine coming to town, which I see on that road all the time.
Yeah.
So the slight inconvenience of waiting for a golf cart to find an ability to pass is far less than the parade lineup that gets stuck behind, farming implements at certain times of the year.
Something I wish could be done too, and we've talked about this a little bit, was where that curb comes in when Bridge Street, when all of a sudden you've got that hard curb coming in. And I mean, it narrows the road, so it's going to shove the golf carts out in the street. If there was some way, somehow, that you could slope that curb or whatever, that they could get off the road maybe a little bit more, because they're going down most of Bridge Street after that spot from Railroad on, right? You've got enough spot or space for a golf cart to drive alongside of the road, essentially. But once you come into town and you hit back towards Railroad, and that's that curb, and it's not a slope curve like we have in so much of the town. It's this tall. They're going to be veering back into traffic. And I think it probably was a real headache to try to do that. There's too many utilities down at the intersection of Railroad Street there, whatever.
Yeah, I think the slopes of the ditches would be the issue.
Okay, sure.
They're steep.
Pretty big drop off.
Yeah, so if you push the curb 8 feet back, that slope gets a much steeper.
Thank you.
I wish we had addressed it when we did the speed limit, just to say, we're going to allow it, which obviously the law allows it, but to make a decision now, we've kind of opened it up where people now to take it away, we're taking something away, which we'd have done it at the time, we wouldn't really be taking anything away because they couldn't go on that road anyway.
Well, I don't think it's too late. I mean, this is something that we just changed.
Yeah.
So if we're
I
gonna,
would be in favor of restricting golf carts there.
just on the bridge, like after the bridge, after Railroad Street, yeah, I have no issue with that. But the bridge, I don't think it's safe.
Well, essentially, if you take out the bridge, that's the only way across.
So yeah, second out.
No one's coming down from County Farm Road and turning on.
There's a U-turn, yeah.
It's the bridge route. And like I said, I mean, there's a million ways to go around it, limiting it. At what point do we say, okay, are we going to allow tractors to go into town? Do they get to go across the bridge?
Well,
they have to be covered tractors. They have to be a certain size, I mean, it's me, I guess I haven't been out there enough. I haven't seen a single golf cart go across. I don't know how common it is. Do I think it'll pick up with the ball fields out there? Absolutely.
Yes, I agree.
But I think that's a big incentive to people, and people like to drive the golf carts to the games. I think that's going to increase the traffic out there. And that might be at the point when it becomes an issue, but I don't think it's an issue at this point, but it's a talking point on social media.
Okay.
Well, I think it's worth us getting it on the agenda and voting on it. And even if it's we're going to allow it for now, but we're going to reevaluate it.
But that's, that on the agenda, that's already the way it is. So unless you're going to change it, I don't see why you're going to put it on the agenda.
Right.
See, to put it on the agenda, is think about it.
Well, it would be an ordinance allowing.
Get on the agenda, it would have to be an ordinance to prohibit golf carts,
Yeah.
which would just be a motion to vote, essentially.
Correct.
I don't see a,
And I think it's correct the way it is now, as Terry said, to make it cohesive to where are the same speeds instead of one or the other. So,
Well, we're not talking about changing the speed of the road. I agree. I think the best is safe having it 35. It's the golf carts. That's it.
oh,
The speed like it is,
I didn't.
but the change, just golf
On that part.
carts. And I agree with Mike. I'd like,
Okay, you think we've covered this one enough? Then
I think we're,
let's move on. Chief Chief's report.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Chief?
Sorry, I was trying to look up some images. September 15th, we were invited to go to Faith Christian to make a presentation to one of their classes. September 19th, we did the relocation drill to the high school, same day as homecoming. That went well. Sage Struck went well. Deputy Frost and I were there for some of that. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, the middle school will be doing their relocation drill. They're required, obviously every school's required to do this within, I think, the first 90 days of class. So they're doing theirs tomorrow morning. And then October 28th, both city offices and a few businesses in town will have the third grade classes visit them. They just walk from Washington. It's a great time. Kind of learn a little bit of how the municipality works and, you know, like the bank and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good time. So that's October 28th, I think.
Thank you very much. Anything else? We got it.
Hey, I'll go off and say, and much like Mr. Reed here a few weeks ago, we were talking, you know, kind of about the golf cart. If anyone has a question, give me a call. I think most of you have my cell phone. Please don't give it out. But, you know, if anybody has a question, we'll go out. I like taking car rides. We can go out and talk, you know, and see if there's something. You know, what I would hate to do is have it fester for a couple weeks or a week and you're thinking about it. Reach out. We'll talk through it. You know, we may not agree. That's fine. But we can at least discuss it and see if there's maybe some other options. Tom and I think we went out there for 15, 20 minutes, kind of looked at all the fun stuff there, you know, at the curbage. And, you know, I'm not saying to subvert Terry or anything else like that, but if you have a law enforcement question or, hey, you know, why is this? If I don't have the answer, I'll find it out for you. But just give me a call. Like I said, I like car rides. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Fire Chief's report. Chief.
Last month in September, we had 46 calls. We had a garage and shed fire on Tyler Court on September 1st. Had assistance from several departments on that one, mutual aid. We appreciate that. Training, we did, first week we did alternative fires, which would be more like car fires, stoves, appliance fires, things like that. And so we try to train all types of fires, of course. Second week, we did EMR practicals. Most of our calls are medicals. So we would do scenarios with different people, different types of issues they may have, and then what would we do if we met upon that. Third week, we did vehicle equipment maintenance and hose advancement. In September, we covered the football games for EMR and we were at the bonfire and parade. Also, I want to thank City Public Works for their help last Fire Prevention Week. We had our open house, 12 to 3, and Ken was real nice. He brought picnic benches and barricades and things like that. We appreciate their help. So just want to give them some kudos for that.
Yes.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. City Administrator's report. Terry?
Just one thing real quick, FY 2026 budget. Maura and I started meeting with department heads this morning. We'll meet with all the rest of them this week. Mayor Stoner would prefer and directed to not have the two-person individual committees we'll just do one or more study sessions at at a non-city council meeting and discuss the FY 2026 budget. So the study session for that is tentatively scheduled for Monday, November 3rd, 6 PM in this room. I'll send out an email just to remind everybody, but we won't have the two-person committee meetings. We'll just all gather in here. I'll have the department heads with me as I do every year. If you have any questions, those are the folks that get it done day in and day out. So November 3rd. And then if we need additional study sessions, we can obviously do that to approve the FY 26 budget at the end of November or that first meeting in December.
Perfect.
That's it.
Tiff, thank you. Could I have a motion to adjourn, please? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.